Hi guys, well, I have a few options here since I haven't posted a video pretty much all week. I can either go through things in depth or go through things pretty quickly. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet, so I'm just going to start going through stuff, and we'll see. I think I left off, I only did one on Monday, if that at all. We did, I did Monday. We did Chapter 8 this week. And I don't have my nuts and bolts book out of my car, so that'll be in a separate video if you want. I can't really go in depth in the nuts and bolts program, so it's kind of pointless for me to read it to you anyway, but it's all just like the business end of things, and you have to think about like how you want to present yourself in a business setting. Okay. So we did skin tones and stuff like that. That's all in 8.1. 8.2 is where I left off with you guys. Let's see. I talked about all this stuff. So 8.2 has to do with client consultation. So a big part of client consultation is communication. You have to take a certain amount of time to do the consultation. It depends on your client's needs. The environment during the consultation is also really important, because if it's very distracting or like a stressful atmosphere, something feels rushed, you won't get the same quality consultation as you would if it was a relaxed, calm, like soothing atmosphere and the client felt comfortable. Professional appearance, yeah, I got that going on today. No, but like it's important for you to look professional and like look like you know what you're doing. Even if you don't know what you're doing, it's important to look that way. But we don't want to be BSers, we want to be problem solvers, so PSers instead. So they have the 5 steps to consultation, which are greet, ask, analyze, and assess is all one, so that's the second one. Agree, deliver, and complete. So for the greeting stage, you welcome the client, introduce with a handshake, make eye contact with the client. Break the ice, find out the client's name, build rapport with the client, get first clues on personality. And then what's important for this step is good appearance for positive first impression, friendly smile, good posture, strong handshake. So you go up to a client and you're like, "Hi, my name's Danielle, I'll be helping you with your service today." And then you kind of shoot the shit with them a little bit, get a feel for the type of person that they are, and just like be pleasant, smile. I don't find it hard, even if I'm in a bad mood, to smile and be friendly with someone, because they're not the cause of my bad mood, so why am I taking it out on them? It just kind of goes to the back of my mind, and I'm like, okay, you're my priority now. My issues or whatever's going on up here no longer matter. So it's a good, if there's a way that you guys can work on doing that, if you aren't already good at putting stuff like that out of your mind while you're working with someone, it'd be a good idea to work on that. Okay, so the second step is ask, analyze, and assess. Ask questions about lifestyle, clothing style, personal likes and dislikes. Analyze body height, face shape, hair, natural color scheme, personality. Discover client's needs to determine design options. Find out history of the hair and the client's previous experiences to determine service options. Consultation chart. Consultation computer system, hairstyle selector, color chart, comb, hand mirror, consultation skills, listening skills. So those are all materials you need for that step. And then you agree. Summarize the design decisions, explain the services, the costs of upkeep, and home care of the style. If any hesitation on the client's side, return to ask, analyze, and assess. So you want to go back and say, if she's like, I don't know, you have to go back and figure out what is the confusing part about it, so you're giving them exactly what they want. You gain client feedback on suggestions, ensure you're on the same page and have a true understanding about the style change. Avoid disappointment for the client or designer. And then the materials for here are consultation chart, hairstyle selector, color chart, comb, hand mirror, consultation skills, and listening skills. Okay, so another important part for the consultation when you're bringing up costs and fees and stuff like that, you don't want to just like say, oh, in this picture that you brought in, like say she brought in a picture of like Jennifer Aniston or something, she has these highlights, but she also has lowlights, so do you still want the highlights, or do you want highlights and lowlights? Yeah, I want highlights and lowlights. Okay, well, then instead of the price being this, it's going to be this, because you are getting highlights and lowlights. Something like that. Because if they don't know that they're getting these extra charges, like if you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to put this color lock in your hair, it's going to seal everything in, you have to tell them how much it's going to be, because then when they get up to the register, if they're like, oh, I thought I was paying for like a $20 haircut and this is like $125, like, you know, it's your fault. So, and that's not a very good impression to leave on a client. I know if I was leaving somewhere and I thought I was paying a certain price and then they told me, oh, no, wait, it's like double that, I wouldn't want to go back there. You want to go to a place where you feel like people are being honest with you and upfront with you. So the worst that can happen is you tell them how much the service is and then they say, I'm sorry, I don't think I can afford that, or I'm not going to do that then. And I think that's a much better scenario than them being like, you're doing the service and then not paying for it anyway because maybe they can't or something, or they're just like, I didn't agree to that. Alright, so deliver is the fourth step. Yep, okay, I did do agree. So deliver, ensure client's comfort during service, explain steps and actions as they are taking place, commit to delivering the highest quality possible, satisfy the customer needs, and the materials are essential, implements, products, and equipment, and service skills. Okay, so the deliver part is important because we want our clients to be happy, but it really only makes up 20% of a hairdresser's success. So, of course, you don't want to be good on all the communication stuff and then hack the crap out of their hair because they're not coming back to you then. But it is only 20% of it. So for people like me, like I've only cut the hair on the mannequin in the class so far. So I don't know what it's like cutting up someone's real head. I don't know what it's going to be like. So it's going to be a little interesting. But the practice is the important part. So let's see. Also for this situation, when you're explaining everything that you're doing, you kind of have to remember that the client doesn't have the same technical knowledge that you do. So you can't say, like, I'm going to use this product to strengthen the elasticity in the cortex of your hair and seal the cuticle. They might know what some of that means. I mean, I knew stuff about the hair cuticle before I started doing stuff like this, but some people will have no idea what you're talking about. So even if you're going to start saying something like that, you have to put it in terms that they understand too. You don't want to talk above them, and you don't want to talk beneath them. That's also an important part of consultation because they'll tell you what kind of language style you should use with that client, because just to make them feel comfortable. Alright, and then the last one's complete. You gain feedback, ask questions, give styling tips, show and explain retail products. This with the retail products, again, you have to tell them how much they are. I'm pretty sure they'll get an idea that they're buying it because you're showing it to them and they're going to physically take it with them. Schedule next appointment, guide customer to the front desk, give thanks, and say goodbye. Ensure client is satisfied and understands how to keep up the style, enforce client-stylist relationships, encourage referrals for other customers, and good appearance, friendly smile, good posture, good handshake, appointment book, business cards. Alrighty. So that's all that 8-2 was. So that's all the stuff we did that day. So, I don't know, that was really interesting. Let's see. I'll try to remember the physical work we did on that day. Let's see. This Monday, which is today, is the 26th. So last Monday was the 19th. So last Tuesday was the 20th, I want to say. Yeah, I'm going to try to do these every day again so I don't keep forgetting, like, what we did, what we didn't. Okay, yeah, I believe I showed you the vertical graduation because it's the same cut. You just cut vertically instead of horizontally. So, on the 20th, or Tuesday, we did conversion layering, which, to be honest, like, I have my hair cutting book, but, like, once you do a cut and then you move on to another one, you kind of forget a little bit. So that's where the practice is also key. You forget, like, okay, conversion layering sounds like a familiar hairstyle to me, but I don't really remember what procedure goes along with that.